Nobody paid attention to the old 1977 1-cent coin at first. It sat quietly in a dusty jar filled with loose change, mixed with ordinary pennies people usually ignore every single day. The coin looked worn, faded, and completely unimportant. Most people would have spent it without thinking twice. But one collector noticed something strange the moment the light reflected across its surface. There was a tiny detail that didn't look right. It was small enough that almost nobody would ever see it unless they examined the coin very carefully. That tiny detail would eventually shock collectors around the world. The collector picked up the coin and turned it slowly between his fingers. At first, it looked like a normal American 1-cent piece from 1977. Abraham Lincoln's portrait appeared exactly where it should be. The lettering looked ordinary. The color seemed normal too. But then he noticed the date looked slightly unusual compared to other pennies from the same year. The numbers had a strange appearance that immediately raised questions. He grabbed a magnifying glass and looked closer. What he discovered made his heart start racing. The minting details appeared different from standard 1977 pennies. Certain parts of the coin showed signs that something unusual happened during production at the mint decades ago. Tiny imperfections lined up in a way experts rarely ever see. It wasn't damage from circulation. It wasn't caused by scratches or dirt. This looked like a genuine mint error. And in the world of coin collecting, mint errors can turn ordinary coins into treasures worth life-changing amounts of money. The collector immediately compared the penny to several other 1977 1-cent coins. Every normal coin looked slightly different from the mysterious penny in his hand. The spacing of the letters, the texture near Lincoln's portrait, and the alignment of certain features all stood out. The differences were subtle, but once noticed, they became impossible to ignore. He knew he had found something special. Word quickly spread among local collectors. At first, some people doubted the discovery. They thought it was just another damaged penny being exaggerated online for attention. But after detailed inspections from experienced numismatic experts, opinions began to change rapidly. Several specialists confirmed that the coin showed characteristics connected to an extremely rare minting mistake. Suddenly, collectors everywhere became obsessed with finding similar coins. People rushed to search through old jars of pennies hidden in closets and storage boxes. Families emptied piggy banks onto kitchen tables late at night, hoping to uncover a forgotten treasure. Coin dealers started receiving endless calls from curious people asking whether their old 1977 pennies could be valuable. Social media exploded with videos showing collectors carefully examining pennies under bright lights and magnifying glasses. Some collectors searched through thousands of coins every single day. Banks even noticed people requesting large boxes of pennies just to inspect them one by one. Most searches ended in disappointment. The overwhelming majority of 1977 pennies were completely ordinary and worth only 1 cent. But the possibility of discovering the rare version kept people searching endlessly. Experts explained that mint errors happen when something goes wrong during the production process. Sometimes a coin is struck incorrectly. Sometimes the metal composition changes unexpectedly. Other times the dies used to stamp the design onto the coin develop unusual flaws. Most errors are small and unimportant, but a few become legendary because of their rarity and uniqueness. The mysterious 1977 penny appeared to belong to that legendary category. The story became even more unbelievable when rumors started spreading about private collectors offering enormous amounts of money for similar coins. At coin conventions, conversations constantly returned to the mysterious penny. Dealers displayed ordinary 1977 pennies in showcases hoping people would stop and inspect them. Every collector dreamed of making the discovery of a lifetime. One retired man claimed he nearly spent a rare penny years earlier while buying coffee at a gas station. Another woman said she remembered seeing a strange-looking 1977 coin in her grandfather's collection decades ago but never thought it mattered. Stories flooded the internet from people convinced they had once owned the valuable penny without realizing its importance. As excitement continued growing, professional grading companies began receiving countless submissions of 1977 1-cent coins. Most were quickly identified as common examples, but every now and then experts discovered coins with unusual features worth further investigation. The suspense kept collectors addicted to the search. The original collector who discovered the famous penny remained stunned by the worldwide reaction. He admitted he almost ignored the coin completely because it looked so ordinary at first glance. That thought haunted many people. How many rare coins had already disappeared into circulation unnoticed? How many valuable treasures were still hiding in old jars, cash registers, or forgotten drawers. Coin collecting experts explain that valuable discoveries often happen by accident. Some of the world's most famous rare coins were found in pocket change, inherited collections, or boxes stored in attics for decades. Ordinary people sometimes unknowingly carry valuable coins in their wallets every day. That possibility is what makes coin collecting so exciting. The mysterious 1977 penny eventually underwent detailed examinations using advanced equipment. Specialists analyzed the metal surface, strike characteristics, and die markings under powerful microscopes. Every tiny detail was documented carefully. The results only increased the coin's mystery and desirability. Collectors became fascinated not only by the coin's rarity but also by the story surrounding it. There was something thrilling about the idea that an ordinary-looking penny could secretly hold enormous value. Unlike expensive jewelry or gold bars, a penny is something people see every day. That contrast made the discovery feel almost unbelievable. Videos discussing the coin started receiving millions of views online. Some creators dramatically claimed hidden fortunes were sitting unnoticed in people's homes. Others explained the technical details behind minting errors and why certain coins become so valuable. Whether people were serious collectors or simply curious viewers, everyone became interested in checking old pennies. The excitement reached another level when auction rumors began circulating. Several wealthy collectors reportedly competed privately to purchase the famous 1977 penny. The offers kept increasing as attention around the coin grew larger. Some people thought the prices being discussed sounded completely insane for a 1-cent coin. But experienced collectors understood that rarity can create extraordinary demand. In the world of coin collecting, history matters just as much as precious metal content. A coin connected to a rare mistake or unusual event can become priceless because only a tiny number exist. Collectors are willing to pay huge amounts for items nobody else can own. The mysterious penny represented exactly that kind of rarity. People who had never cared about coins before suddenly became interested in numismatics. Children searched through family coin jars after school. Adults checked old collections inherited from relatives. Coin shops experienced growing crowds of customers bringing in bags of pennies hoping for good news. The possibility of discovering hidden wealth created excitement everywhere. One expert explained that most people fail to notice valuable coins because they rush through daily life without paying attention to details. Valuable treasures sometimes hide in plain sight. The difference between an ordinary penny and a rare one can be extremely small, yet financially life-changing. The original coin continued gaining legendary status among collectors. High-resolution photographs circulated online showing every detail of the rare penny. Forums filled with debates about how many examples might actually exist. Some experts believed only a handful survived. Others thought more could still be hidden in circulation waiting to be discovered. Stories emerged about people spending weeks searching through bankrolls of pennies. Some became so obsessed they searched late into the night every day. Even though most searches ended without success, hope kept them going. The dream of finding a coin worth a fortune was impossible to resist. Collectors also warned people to be careful because fake rare coins started appearing online. Unscrupulous sellers attempted to alter ordinary pennies hoping to fool inexperienced buyers. Experts encouraged collectors to have suspicious coins professionally examined before making expensive purchases. The growing popularity of the mysterious penny created opportunities for scams as well as excitement. Despite the risks, fascination surrounding the coin continued spreading worldwide. International collectors joined the search. Videos in multiple languages discussed the possibility that valuable 1977 pennies might still exist unnoticed in circulation. The story transformed from a simple coin discovery into a global treasure hunt. At major coin conventions, dealers displayed signs asking customers whether they had checked their old pennies recently. Crowds gathered around exhibits featuring rare mint errors and famous coins from American history. The mysterious 1977 penny became one of the most talked about topics in the hobby. Several collectors admitted the story completely changed how they viewed everyday money. Instead of ignoring coins, they started examining every detail carefully. Dates, mint marks, lettering, and unusual textures suddenly became important. What once looked ordinary now seemed full of hidden possibilities. The original discoverer often reflected on how close the penny came to being forgotten forever. If he had not paused for a second look, the coin might have disappeared back into circulation unnoticed. That realization fascinated people because it suggested other rare treasures might still be hiding everywhere. Experts estimated that millions upon millions of 1977 pennies were produced, but only an extremely tiny number carried the unusual characteristics that made the famous coin valuable. Finding one among so many ordinary coins felt almost impossible. Yet impossible discoveries happen more often than people think. Collectors continued discussing the coin's future value. As publicity increased, demand from wealthy buyers appeared to grow stronger. Rare coins often become more valuable over time because surviving examples remain limited while collector interest increases. Some believed the mysterious penny could eventually become one of the most famous modern American coins ever discovered. The story also inspired people emotionally because it represented hope. The idea that something small and overlooked could become incredibly valuable resonated deeply with audiences. Many people related to the thought that hidden potential sometimes exists when nobody expects it. Late-night treasure hunters kept searching coin rolls under bright lamps while watching videos about rare pennies. Families gathered around tables comparing old coins carefully. Some people laughed at the obsession, while others secretly hoped they might become the next lucky discoverer. Even experienced coin dealers admitted the story reignited excitement throughout the collecting community. After years of routine business, suddenly everyone felt energized by the possibility of a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. The mysterious 1977 penny reminded collectors why they fell in love with the hobby in the first place. As months passed, the legend only grew larger. More articles, videos, and discussions appeared online analyzing every aspect of the coin. Some theories claimed additional rare versions could still exist in forgotten collections. Others suggested the minting era was even rarer than originally believed. Collectors around the world remained captivated by one simple question. Could another penny like this still be hiding somewhere unnoticed right now? Maybe inside an old coffee can filled with change. Maybe buried in a forgotten drawer. Maybe even sitting in someone's pocket at this very moment. That possibility kept the dream alive for millions of people. Because sometimes history hides in the smallest objects imaginable. Sometimes life-changing discoveries appear in the places nobody thinks to look. And sometimes an ordinary-looking 1-cent coin from 1977 can become one of the most valuable treasures a collector could ever imagine. Today, the legendary 1977 penny continues inspiring treasure hunters everywhere to inspect their coins more carefully than ever before. Most people still overlook pennies every single day without giving them a second thought. But collectors know better now. They understand that hidden among common coins could be a rare mistake capable of changing someone's life forever. And according to rumors spreading through the coin collecting world, one extraordinary 1977 1-cent coin has already reached an unbelievable estimated value of $1.9 million.